Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Fortnite. This is my Stonewood Shield Defense. This is going to be Shield Defense level 10, so it's about as crazy as it's going to get here. And you can see all the madness that has been going on here. Lots and lots of traps and thousands of materials. So we're going to see how all of this stands up to just the largest wave of hordes that is, you know, Husks that are able to attack us here. So we'll see how this all goes. You can see some of the strategies that I've implied in a couple of the areas here, and I'll talk you through all that as we defend this base from enormous waves of Husks. What's up? Hey, at least I got some help this time. That's nice. Alright, let's see if this, how many times she's gonna die. She's only power level 8. I'm up at 26, so I'm a little bit high, but we'll see how this all works. Alright, so they're going to be attacking from the east here. I have two different strategies. I've got one, I've tunneled everybody, so I diverted to tunnel. But this over here is the much more interesting way. You can see I have all these bouncers set up in a maze. So to get into here, you really have to go through all of this, and a lot of it is trying to bounce them back and out of the way. And I've actually seen them bounce from the beginning all the way to the back, so that's actually pretty cool. Let me just go ahead and get my little base defense set up here. There we go. So with this hero, this actually heals my, base walls by 5%, I think, every 10 seconds or something like that. It has a healing effect for this guy. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on over here, though. Cool, got another helper, so that'll be cool. So you can see how this one's working here. A lot of them is just getting slowed, and I have a lot of these gas traps up here that my friend Divine has been nice to put up. But you can see they're not really getting that far in. These guys are only power level 19. That's the maximum difficulty that we have for Stonewood right now. And with these little traps set up, the little trippers, whatever these are, wooden floor spikes, yeah, they're just not getting through here. I also have a defender up here, and that defender is a sniper, so I put him up there just to kind of take care of some of the longer range stuff. You can see that happening over there. This hallway, same sort of deal. I've just got some wall darts that have been put up, but a lot of the gas traps. Gas traps are very, very strong against all of this stuff, but things that are set up here to stun them, to slow them down, so that they're exposed to more of this gas. So you can see right here we have these little, like, flashlights, whatever this trap is. I don't memorize the name of the one with the lights, but that stuns them for a few seconds right there, and then they can just stumble through there. They're just simply not going to make it through here unless it's like some sort of smasher, but even then it's going to be hard. Nice. Put this flag down so it gives my walls even more health here. Now my guy is, since I'm on tier 2, I was able to get some unlocks here. So these buildings, I have 40% extra health. Or shall we say the walls have 40% extra health. Ooh, we don't want this guy to get in there with his bomb, but he's going to kind of blow up this. But we'll see over time here how this actually heals without me trying to heal it. And this is just the first wave, so it's the weak wave. But you can see there the health just went up a little bit. So it doesn't heal it real fast, but that adds up over time. Of course, if you get enough of those, like kamikaze, Husks running in there, they are eventually going to break stuff. Especially at the higher levels. But then again, that isn't the strongest walls I have. You can kill these guys before they throw their stuff. That's usually a good way to go. And then they'll kind of drop it just like that. So now that's not going to blow up unless I accidentally shoot it. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. You can actually use that to your advantage and blow up like other Husks with it now. Oh no, never mind. I guess it kind of disappeared. Thought it worked that way, but we didn't see it happen.
We have a break in the action.
Alright, wave 1 went pretty good.
Prepare for an attack from the west.
This is one of the areas where you don't have a long time. Sorry, what I'm trying to say is you don't have a lot of time to get from one area to the next. So you want to set up these little like bouncer dudes so that you can really kind of navigate quickly. Oops. And hopefully not fall into your base, because that's bad. But bouncer pads are also really useful. This is not the best setup. I kind of did this early on, but anyhow, you get the idea. Here's a good spot to set up my little defender guy. Now this will cascade through all of that. Again, a lot of gas traps, and you have the same sort of like floor spikes as well. Now depending on the range of this guy, you can really strategically place this to get the best coverage. And I didn't know if they were going to try to go over here or not, but I've connected the two just in case I got to move that, you know, my pod from one spot to the next so that it can affect that area as well. I mean, you're just not sure. Sometimes a player will stand over here and that'll just pull a lot of Husks this way as they're trying to come for them. Otherwise, you know, if you leave them alone, usually the range guys will end up going into your traps as well. So that way they do less damage, you know, because they're not worried about anything until they kind of get in here or get within range of doing damage to something. Also some windows just to kind of shoot those guys that end up right there. It all works. A little bouncer or something to get up on top would be a good idea here. I tell you what, we'll just put in some steps there. Oh, we got one of these guys. Urgh, eat my shotgun. So you can see here now, there's just like hundreds and hundreds of these Husks that we gotta kill. Look at that, 400 and some. That's a lot. Now you can see that since my traps are killing these guys, look at the plus number on that. It's just going up a ridiculous amount. Look, plus 270. Oh, it's ridiculous. I'm going to have so many combat points by the end of this. It's just nuts. Nice thing about this defender, guys, you can also throw down this little like area of effect thing. So you start seeing a little bit of damage going on there. Since I'm not looking at it, you won't see it, but it's kind of like a damage over time grenade that he drops down, or doesn't really do a dot, but it just kind of does damage in that area. It's like a small firework. What, you can't get through here? I'm sorry. Yeah! So this right here is an assault rifle that I've built up. I really do like it. Now you can see right there, since I was standing here, the range people started bombing that area. So that's what I'm talking about. Depending on where you stand, if you actually stand back a little bit and let your traps do the work, you can really avoid a lot of this damage. Let me just show you my weapons real quick that I got going on here. Yep, I'm getting bombed. I'm going to step back. Take care of this guy real quick. A little bit out of range for me. I guess they're fighting the assassin that's standing in there. Anyhow, no, what I got going on here, even though I think it's leveled down a little bit since I'm not in my current zone, the razor wire is one of the burst rifles I really like. This thing does a lot of good work. I've also got the bear, which is just a pump action shotgun. Kind of the first legendary I had, so I built it up. It's pretty strong. The thing is, you have to be really close. So, and you don't see all the damage here because I am leveled down a little bit. Or shall I say scaled down or whatever. Well, whoever needed this mission is going to get all their materials. Got one of these cool swords. This was something I found in the chest. Fire sword. It's always good. Right click on this. Do a little stab move. I like the large greatsword a little bit more. Which is... I don't have it. But as far as its right click, instead of doing a stab, it kind of does a big, you know, swishy sling. That's a term, right? Swishy sling. There we go. Set up my little drone guy and just start shooting him. Let's go ham. Okay, they still hurt. I know I'm going to hide behind my traps this entire time, but it's kind of what you do at this level. Yeah, direct. Now let's bring out the shotgun. There we go. Drop my little fireworks thing. Oh, everything's dead. I think somebody's trying to bomb that again. Here's a fun weapon that I like. Where is it? Oh yeah, this one. The blooper. Craft this thing up a couple of times. You can actually shoot those out of the air. It's kind of useful if you want to defend, if you're going to be like playing anti-air. There it is. They're kind of hard to shoot, but... Here's where this little move's going to come in handy. Right here. There you go. Oh, cleared them off. You can see it doing some damage down there.
Another wave coming soon.
Alright, let me get my blooper out.
Prepare for an attack from the east.
East, that's a ways over there. Luckily I got this sort of thing. Put the brakes on. Yeah! Gotta combo that stuff up just right. Okay, so for this area over here, it's pretty simple. They almost always go down here, unless you're standing over there and you kind of drag them away. So for this area I have more gas traps, but I also got these like ceiling zappers, and that's a pretty good kind of combination. It does a little bit of chain damage and, you know, instant damage I should say, but those gas traps are just like really powerful. They're probably the best trap you can have. Oh, got some that are sneaking by. Well, let's get out the blooper. Boop! Take care of those guys. Yeah, this might be more shotgun area here. I gotta get my thing, my base trap set up. So I didn't think that they'd be coming from this direction over there. That's a little bit unusual. I want to make sure that this holds up though, against like the kamikaze, the dudes with a propane tank, and start blowing up. I'm gonna go ahead and put something down here. Let's see if I got a trap. I got healings. No, let me just find some traps. A couple of spikers would be just fine. Oh, come on, Smasher. Come on, what do you got? Last time they were kind of jumping down from here. That's why I put up all this. Well, I guess they still are. Whoop. There we go. That'll take care of some. I kind of thought maybe that base thing would stretch down here and affect those. It looks like it might if I do this number. Yeah, there we go. Nope, not quite. Getting a lot of them right over here. Hey now, got a smasher over here, that ain't cool. Ow! Come on, dude. I put up a lot of wall bouncers right over here just in case anybody gets close to that. That more or less magnifies the amount of defense that these walls have, because you get a husk next to it, then they kind of bounce backwards. So it's really handy to have that. Yeah, I probably should have placed that one back, and then it would have applied to more stuff down here.
We have a break in the action. Another wave coming soon. Prepare for an attack from the west.
All right, here we go. Hey now, how did this break? I got a little creative with this base. It's not very effective, but it does look cool. This is probably the harder side over here. I've found that there's a lot of range stuff that gets thrown around over here, so
yeah, not possible.
if I place this here, that should affect most of this, kind of defend this area over there so it doesn't blow up as much. Gosh, look at that. I have 800 enemies to take care of. I think this is going to be a blooper range. And I also have a defender pad in case I wanted to set one up. A lot of them are trying to go to the right there. That'll be interesting. Not a lot are making their way up here. One thing I have going on down here that isn't visible is that there's a lot of traps on the backside of this. Yeah, that didn't go down. So right down here you can see like all of these wall traps just to kind of soften everybody up before they get there. The idea is to hopefully take out some of these range guys if they end up camping out back there.
Trouble at our fort.
Now, who's attacking my fort? Where at? Nope. Nobody lasts very long around here. I mean, that's kind of the idea, right? Oh gosh, these bloopers are fun. Grenade launchers! Still 600 to go. I mean, like, having enough bullets is the hardest part. That's why you gotta have a lot of good traps. This one will last long enough to where some of these traps are gonna wear out. Hey, that one hurt. Not nice. No, no. There we go. Toast. The only thing about this blooper is it's kind of hard to aim. It's getting kind of laggy too. Okay, so one thing I haven't shown you. Let me just take care of these real quick. Get off me. Is this over here. So this area is not very sophisticated, but the same sort of thing kind of applies over here. Wall, shooters, there should be some more gas traps in this area. Let me just go ahead and... I think it's always good to have a couple extra traps ready when you're having this sort of defense thing. Or this home defense, or just about any time, just in case you kind of need to put down some extra traps. There we go. See, that makes that a lot more effective. So, Mr. Barbecue over here is going to have a little bit easier time not to think of be behind a gas trap. Oh, this looks like blooper territory right there. Get some of that. Thing is, those bloopers, they don't last very long. They're almost like a... they break out down real quick, but they don't cost too much to make. Just some copper ore. Some other basic materials. What kind of magic is that? Looks like the walls and everything are standing up really good to all this madness that's going on in here. And I'm not seeing as many throwers this time. In a couple of previous battles I've seen where they just throw lots and lots of the kind of ranged guys at you. Just not seeing that. Maybe they're being taken out by all these walls down there or something like that, but... just a bunch of the little dudes. Now, what do you think you're doing? And by the thrower dudes, I'm talking about the people that are like, you know, they throw that skull through the air that blows up on your base and wrecks everything. Just not seeing a lot of that. Bye.
Stay in the fight.
Bouncy walls are the best. Healing pads. Does anybody need healing pads? Not really, I'll just heal you. That's another good trap to keep around in case people are struggling to stay alive. I think some of the traps are starting to wear out in there. They've just been used up. Maybe. Maybe not.
Prepare for an attack from the south.
Alright, so this is the last one. This is kind of the new area. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Last time, it was kind of a close call. But on Amplifier D, I decided to go with the high ground as compared to some of the lower levels. I don't know why that one's there. I don't think they're going to attack that one. I didn't even put that one down. So, what I did put up here is a home base, like, shield defender dude. They have a scoped assault rifle, so that should help. So the real question is where to put the defensive unit on this one. Well, I'm going to put it right up here near the front. There we go. That's got a lot of coverage. So each time that they have attacked this amplifier, it has been from this direction. They've all come from over here. Now this is taking some serious damage. I might want to upgrade this or maybe move my defensive unit. Maybe it will stretch if I put that down. What I don't want to lose is this nice gas trap there, though. It's a pretty important piece. I made them walk up this, you know, these steps here this time. I don't know, kind of a weird idea. I was thinking if they go up the steps and then get bounced off by the wall launcher, then they'd have a longer distance that they would have to then run back up. So I thought that that might work. Also with the idea... Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, that one hurt. Right there. Oh, look at that! The bomb thing fell off the wall because it was kind of... It had no place to come to rest. Oh, okay, a lot of good reasons to kind of put some steps up before. Just seems to work. So I like that strategy. This is my most recent build. Although, the thing is, this one's kind of danger close. I wasn't actually able to build beyond, like, this point right here, though, so that's why I'm not killing them well in advance of getting here. Yeah. So the ceiling electrical field plus that seems to work really good together. Now, come on, Smasher. What are you doing? Ow. Toasted. Ah, this poor area is just getting wrecked.
Hey, our fort's getting beat up.
Ooh, they're starting to collect and to fight the stairwell. Blech. Or the steps, not the stairwell. As far as the defense goes, I think this is pretty successful. It seems to be working out well. Oh, missed him. Gosh, how did that miss him? That's what I'm talking about. The blooper can sometimes be a little kind of pooper. Come on! Keep my shotgun. Come on. Get some of this gas up in here. Yeah, he doesn't stand a chance. Not gonna hit that. Alright, let's bring out some fireworks to finish this off. Victory! Oh, they kind of wrecked some stuff over here. Come on now. That's not good. How'd you get in here? Well, he seems to be a little bit distracted. Almost got in. Well, there you have it, guys. That was Stonewood Shield Defense level 10 right there. That seemed to go quite well. You saw what directions they were coming from, so kind of give you an idea. 54,000 score points right there. Look at that, 12,000 in combat. Ridiculous. Somehow I got 0 XP out of that. Not sure how that happened. So there you have it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. That was Fortnite, and that was Stonewood Shield Defense 10 right there. So I thought it was pretty interesting. They definitely threw a lot of husks at you, and you can kind of see what you can, you know, look forward to fighting if you happen to go that same direction that I went right there. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Stay awesome. Peace. Brothgar out.